very appropriate video to make today, talking about post-fatigue at events, just random thoughts. So, you guys know anything about me? I'm a typical simple person when it comes to a Yu-Gi-Oh event. I usually keep a decent sleep schedule, 3 to 4 days beforehand. Say I'll go to mornings from like 6 until 10 p.m., pass out from there, and then unfortunately we burst through the event, and I typically end up staying in a 24-hour loop, and it's pushing yourself 24 hours isn't necessarily bad, but Jesus fucking Christ, I fucking feel like a truck hit me. I mean, like, that's not much to say, because do I look like I exercise? I mean, like, does this sweet fucking body look like it ever exercised to you? So, point is, if you guys are going to go to events, typically understand that your day afterwards, you're going to feel like fucking car hit you. And I would plan appropriately for necessarily maybe your event cooldown day. I mean, you guys are wondering what the fuck I'm talking about here. Came from No Limit Gaming's huge 109 Vanguard tournament yesterday. It doesn't mean a lot to Yu-Gi-Oh players. Like, oh, that's another game, Robbie. This isn't... It's appropriate to you because it's a trading card game. So, kinda did some terribleness. You gotta. This is another thing to pertain to as well. Just not outside of keeping your appropriate sleep schedule, bursting yourself down, having an appropriate day to recover, ample amount of time to play test. Having not had the chance to play outside of a couple of hours in a week, and by a couple I mean 2 hours, and by a couple of times I mean like 5 games. Make sure that you're appropriately educated. There's a level of, I know what the fuck my shit does, and then there's the level of, holy shit, I know what my shit does, I just fucking misplayed because of variance. Alright, those are very interesting scenarios that arise in Yu-Gi-Oh! And hell, any game. You know, what you feel might be an appropriate play might not be the appropriate play. I've heard people whine and bitch about people that quote-unquote make the fucking misplays. Like, oh my god, you know, fucking asshole misplay, but yet it won him the game. You know, can you really argue that that is the misplay at that point if it beats you? So, just food for thought, guys. Back to the initial thought here. You know, are you taking an appropriate day to just kind of chillax? You know, there's nothing, a lot of things that burn Yu-Gi-Oh players out is just the constant grind. It's like I'm trying to make fucking fire here. You know, if you're constantly going to events, if you're not giving yourself a little bit of time to just relax afterwards, then you'll be like, God, I fucking hate Yu-Gi-Oh! And I agree. Some days I'm just like, I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. Other days I'm just like, God, why the fuck did I go play Yu-Gi-Oh! Yesterday? Other days I'm like, man, I really want to go play Yu-Gi-Oh! But do I want to go play Yu-Gi-Oh! These are all kind of things that have to do with just past experiences and things like that. You know, much like the thing I was saying, you know, make sure you have ample time to play test. You know, same thing before the event, play test before. You gotta have that nice little, hey man, chill the fuck. No, I'm not fucking high either, guys. Like, So, moral of this video, and I can't stress this enough, guys. If you are going to play any trading card game, whether it be Yu-Gi-Oh!, whether it be Vanguard, whether it be Pokemon, whether it be fucking some variation of Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, anything like that. Yeah, there's that many card games out there. Playtest. Don't do the Patrick Hoban fucking 80 hours a week, because that doesn't fucking work. There's some mystic Hindu there at work. If this man had that much time to playtest. But I don't know. What do you guys think so far? Probably ramble about something else here soon. But what do you guys do for playtesting pre-events? What do you consider to be your appropriate amount of time? I know we made a video a while ago on playtesting, and I thought it was very important that you know your limits, if you know what you're planning to do. For the people that might be going to their first events, or if they've never traveled before, they'll be like, Robbie, you're fucking stupid. You know what the fuck you're talking about. Fucking being dead the day after an event, like, fucking fat ass. Get out of your fucking house and walk a little bit. You know, the amount of mental stress that you put yourself under these events, I don't think a lot of people, unless you've been in these situations, you don't necessarily understand the amount of engagement that you have to do, the amount of reads that you have to make on your opponent, just the amount of mental stress that is ensued, on top of making a potential 4 to 6 hour drive in a 24-hour span. You know, I can't really say, you know, it'll be something that you'll experience unless you've actually done it. And until you've actually done it, then, you know, this video might not be thing to do. I'm sure many people will be commenting down below, as well as I would hope they would be, you know, describing their stories of traveling, you know, how much recovery periods are very optimal. I mean, you don't fucking need fucking a whole day to fucking recover. A couple hours is fucking good. You just don't want to feeling like you got hit by a fucking 1970s fucking Michael Jackson mobile, you know, on his way to fucking catch the local guy that's stealing his shit with the fucking ice cream truck. Like, that's not what you want to happen. But some tips for recoveries. Oh my god. Well, appropriate amount of sleep. Don't go to a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh my god. So this is one of the things I've seen people do. So you go to a Yu-Gi-Oh event. You're like, oh man, I'm gonna stay for 24 hours, and then you're like, I gotta work the next day, and you sleep 3 fucking hours and then go to work. All right. First off, you the real fucking MVPs for going to an event, staying up for 24 hours. If bonus points to you if you top the event, and now you're rolling in to the place of your employment on 3 hours of sleep. Like, you gonna be dead as fuck after 30 some hours when you get home. You just gonna be like, XD. You know, but once again, that's knowing your limitations amongst other things like that. You know, I get that your body could probably push itself a little bit further than others. That's perfectly understandable. You know, most people are not built like other people. I am built like a fucking 6'4" giant. You know, to every person that's sitting here like, oh my god, Robbie, like, you look so small. No, I'm 6'4", 6'3". Never fucking know anymore. All the inches kind of go together, if you know what I mean. God, that was a stupid joke. You know, so I don't know. There's nothing else really to say here. Fucking vitamin C is an amazing fucking thing. Do not substance abuse ever. God. Fucking take them every day. Helps supplement what you might not be getting in your diet. Definitely helps in feeling slightly better after a little while. Playtesting, blah blah blah. Children, Yu-Gi-Oh, getting better. Need to. Alright, so moral of this video, guys, as I said, kind of wrap up things here. Please make sure that you have an ample amount of playtesting before an event. If you're going to an event, understand that there will be X amount of time afterwards, depending on how long you've stayed up, how much you've pressured yourself into playing the game over the course of the weekend, that you're going to need to dedicate some amount of time to recover. For the love of God, if you're going to work immediately after you get back from a 24-hour expansion period of playing children's card games, understand that you're going to be dead as fuck afterwards, and that you might lose your job potentially. Real story with a friend of mine. Fucking goes to a Yu-Gi-Oh event, ends up getting fucking fired after fucking words, but that'll be a story for another day, because I really don't want to get into that and ruin the poor guy's life again with triggers. But yeah, like I said, comment down below. Tell me what you guys do for your playtesting and your cooldown periods. It's just something a little bit appropriate for today, because I fucking feel like I got hit by a goddamn truck. Also, Salmon Robbie makes a random ass appearance. Alright guys, deuces.
That's not all, folks. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please check out my Cardfight Vanguard channel, VanCole40. You guys will get an insight on our playtesting sessions. And please check out the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. That way you guys can follow the House of Champions and MCole40 interactions. Please check out MCole Games for all of your guys' trading card game needs. And if you guys enjoyed this content, please check out my Patreon in the description. Every bit helps to the creation of these videos. One step at a time in improvement, and that's the goal of this channel. Alright guys, have a good time, and thanks for watching.